Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and today we're going to talk about 5 things that can ruin Avengers 4. So at number 5, one of the things that can ruin Avengers 4 is Thanos not being the main villain. So we've heard a bunch of rumors from Toy Sets and Jeremy Conrad and other sources that there's going to be an even greater threat in Avengers 4. I have a video posted of that greater threat possibly being a nihilist. So you guys can check that out. I'll link it down in the description below. But Thanos not being the main villain in Avengers 4 could ruin the movie because for the past 10 years, Marvel has been building up to Thanos, and in Infinity War we saw him win, but in this movie I think we all want to see the Avengers get their revenge on the only guy who's ever beat them. So, and for Thanos not to be the main villain, that'll shift the focus of the heroes from Thanos to the greater threat, which I want them to go all in and go straight for Thanos' head after everything he did to them in Infinity War. And I think that not having him as the main villain would be a big mistake. So coming in at number 4, one of the things that can ruin Avengers 4 is Captain Marvel being too OP. So according to Kevin Feige, we already know that she's the most powerful hero in the Marvel Universe. And he also said that she can move planets. And I get that she's overpowered, but show that to us in her own movie that comes out a month before Avengers 4. Let that be her highlight reel, not Avengers 4. In Avengers 4, I want to see all the OG Avengers, which the movie is going to focus on. I want to see them kick ass, whoop ass. Yes, I want to see Captain Marvel whoop ass, but I don't want her to be the savior for the Avengers. I want this to be the movie of the OG Avengers, not a movie about Captain Marvel coming in and saving the Avengers from Thanos. So, Captain Marvel being too OP, that's why it could ruin Avengers 4. So coming in at number 3 as one of the things that can ruin Avengers 4. One of the things that can ruin Avengers 4 is bad send-offs to the OG Avengers. We do know that in this movie, some of the people we love the most are gonna die. Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow. We all know that at least some of them are gonna die in this movie. With Chris Evans, which is Captain America, with his contract being up, he is very likely to die, probably the most likely. Same thing with Chris Hemsworth as Thor. His contract is up. We haven't heard any details about Robert Downey Jr.'s contract, but it's a high chance that he can bite it in this movie as well. And I think that each of these characters in their death scene, when it comes, it has to be a very powerful moment, and it can't just be some stupid sacrifice for like the Soul Stone or something. But I think that these characters have to have very impactful deaths that'll shift the course, shift the narrative of the movie and the other characters that it affects. So a bad send-off to these characters would just not do it justice. As we saw in Logan, one of the best send-offs I've ever seen in a superhero movie for any superhero character. And I want to see Captain America, Chris Hemsworth, have that same depth in their death, have that same effect on the universe around them. So coming in at number 3, a bad send-off to some of the OG Avengers. So coming in at number 2 of one of the things that can ruin Avengers 4 is early deaths. So as we do know, OG Avengers, some of them are going to die. But one of the things that will ruin it, that can ruin Avengers 4, is some of them dying early on or in the middle of the film. See, because I think that if there's anyone's gonna die, Captain America, Thor, I want to see them die in the final act of the movie. Because if I see Captain America bite it in the first 45 minutes of the movie, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna probably jump a few rows forward. I don't know, but I'm gonna be mad. I need to see whoever's gonna die. I need to see them. I want to see them die in the final battle, where that's where that's where all the shit's going down. That's where the Avengers versus Thanos. Everything's going down in that fight. And to have that fight play out without a Captain America, without a Thor, without an Iron Man, I don't know what I'll do. But that's one thing right there that can ruin Avengers 4, because I need to see that circle shot that we got in the first Avengers. I need to see that in the final battle against Thanos. So there you guys have it. Coming in at number 2, early deaths can possibly ruin Avengers 4. So finally, coming in at number 1, the thing that can ruin Avengers 4, I get mad just thinking about it, is Thanos teaming up with the Avengers and becoming a good guy. Guys, so we saw from Infinity War that Thanos thought whatever he was doing was good. And I think that's what made him such a good character and such a good villain, because the best villains are the villains that you cheer for, such as Killmonger, the Joker. And I think that we've gotten teased, and there's been rumors going around that there's going to be an even greater threat in Avengers 4. And for that greater threat to take the stage, and then Thanos to be like, for Thanos to team up with the Avengers, it would be a freaking collapse of a movie. And that is the last thing I want to see, Thanos teaming up with the Avengers, because there's a greater threat that's possibly that's going to harm the universe, and it's going to put Thanos' plans to waste and affect him and the Avengers and the world around them negatively, and set things out of balance. Because at the end of the day, all Thanos wanted to do is balance the universe. So if a greater threat comes and is trying to wipe out the other half, that messes with Thanos' plans, and that also messes with the other half of the universe that the Avengers want to protect. So with that plot point coming into the movie, the Thanos would probably team up with the Avengers, and that is that's the last thing I want to see in this movie. I want to see Thanos with that same collision that we saw in Infinity War between Thanos and the Avengers, of Thanos thinks he's doing something good, the Avengers think they're doing something good. I need to see that continue on in this movie, but I need to see them bump heads finally. You give me everything you got, I give you everything I got. And I need to see the Avengers versus Thanos in this movie. And so there you guys have it. Those are the top 5 things that can ruin Avengers 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sub to the channel, spam that like button, and leave your thoughts down below.